Hey. So, I wanted to make you laugh at the beginning of the video to help me get into my being as real as possible, and I love to make people laugh. My name is Grace, and I'm here to share with you how I got to this point right now. So, over the past few weeks, I have been ready to do my YouTube channel. Now, a little about me. Back in 2008, I was super into makeup, and it was my freshman year of college, 2008, 2009. And I felt like because of society and just what I thought I should be doing was college and focusing on becoming a businesswoman. And what my creativity wanted me to do is focus on makeup and nails and learn from YouTube. And I have been doing makeup through high school, and I have some great pictures to show you of my makeup. And I started a YouTube channel back in 2008. And I did product reviews, and I shared packages, and there was like one sweet girl, I hope I can find her one day, and she sent me a huge box of makeup, and we were supposed to like send each other and trade each other stuff, and she just sent me like the most amazing package. I was just like, wow. And then Petrie Lude had a friend that she did videos, and she was really amazing at makeup, and she held a makeup contest, and I actually won that. And so I was like really having fun on YouTube. And then I created one video, and an ex-boyfriend found it, and then it got kind of weird because I had like made a video with my new boyfriend with the dog that my ex-boyfriend gave me, and he kind of called me out on it. And at the time I was just like, whoa, people can like look you up and find you, and like I just was not prepared for that. So yeah, I definitely shut everything down. I like deleted everything, and it just wasn't the right time, obviously. And so fast forward a little bit to my 20s, and so my 20s has been on my mind for a couple weeks recently, and I've been thinking a lot about, you know, the struggle and being in survival mode. And I am the eldest of 5 children, and so my 4 siblings, 3 of them are in their 20s, and so they've been on my mind a lot as I think about my 20s. And I remember how, you know, how awesome it was when you would get $20 and can buy pizza that night instead of cooking, or how awesome it was to go to your mom's house and take some trash bags and some toilet paper rolls and hand soap, or, you know, bars of soap, body wash, whatever, toothpaste. You know, it was just things like that you could go shopping for at your parents' house or in their fridge. And you know, so over the past couple, you know, days, I've been talking to my siblings about these things and just helping them feel more at ease, I hope. Just saying, you know, hey, I was just there, and it's okay, it's gonna work out, and, you know, finding ways where I can be a voice of encouragement for them. And so I was wondering why, you know, I was like wondering why. I was talking to my friend about this. I'm like, why is this coming up? Like, why is my past really coming to this, like, to the current moment right now? Like, I don't usually think about the past like naturally, so for it to come up, or like to have conversations with it with other people about my past, and they're the ones that brought it up, I was like, there's something about this. I also, at the same time, while this like past is kind of like happening in my experience, like these conversations and this, like, you know, like when somebody brings up your past and it's like a decision that you made that was a really hard decision, and then it caused a lot of problems afterwards, or it was a bad decision, or that decision destroyed you, you know, at the time. That's what it felt like. So it was like talking about things like that, and so it was super uncomfortable for me because I'm like, I don't really want to talk about this, like that was 6 years ago, whatever, you know. And so, but I knew it meant something because it wasn't like something I was like thinking in my head. Like, it was something that was brought to me and was like happening like for me, you know what I mean? It was around the same time where I was like, I feel finally ready to start my YouTube channel. I also really love to teach and inspire people, and my desire for sharing what I'm experiencing in order to inspire has really gotten to this place where I want it to be bigger than my small circle of friends. And I have really great friends. I love them so much. You know who you are. And but it's something's calling me to do it on a bigger scale. From there, thinking about my 20s is happening in my experience. And then my YouTube decision, I'm like, okay, I'm finally ready. Like, I finally feel stable. I feel clear. All the distractions have literally been stripped away from my life. Like, there's literally nothing left other than for me to really fulfill this thing that I started back in 2008 that I was too scared to do at that time. And now I'm finally ready, and I don't care what people think anymore. And I also don't have fear because I know that God is going to guide me each step of the way. In my 20s, I learned about the law of attraction. And there's a reason why this is important, because it started coming up again around that time. Like, currently, that part of my life when I learned the law of attraction started coming up in conversation. And not that I learned the law of attraction, but what I created after I learned about it. And I was like, why is this being brought up? Like, I don't want to talk about this. You know, I did create something amazing. I'll tell you about it soon. But I also realized when I got it, when I manifested it, it wasn't exactly the way that I wanted it. And I made a decision to not continue it, but to go back to the drawing board and do it more my way, on my terms. We're gonna go back to that story of what I'm talking about just now. So where it all started, I was dating one of my most important teachers that I've had so far in this lifetime. His name is Christian Davis, and I have to give credit to this teacher. I'm so grateful for you. I wouldn't be the same person. Like, breathe the magnitude of how you changed my life. I have to breathe. I have to breathe it out. It's that important. Okay. I was dating one of my favorite teachers, best teachers, and dating somebody who is incredibly intelligent and very honest. Should I say brutally honest? Okay. Let me wipe these laughing tears away. Dating somebody that intelligent and honest and man, it's amazing. Okay, so it wasn't easy, but it all worked out. So at a certain point, it was in our early 20s, or like maybe mid 20s, he started listening to Terrence McKenna on YouTube while we were working, and also the Master Key System, and many more people. I'm just telling you the ones like off the top of my head, and at some point I'm pretty sure he'll be in a video with me and he can explain this better, because like I said, I don't usually think about the past, so like my memory of it is not always like on point like his. But yeah, he was learning about all this stuff and also listening to Abraham Hicks. At the same time, I started yoga, and yoga for me brought in meditation. That was an experience that I had never experienced before. It was literally like being so light that it tickled. He was learning from Abraham Hicks, which is something that like really caught my attention. Out of everything he was learning, I really gravitated towards that. And when I was in high school, I thought there was a formula to getting what you wanted. And I thought that formula was, you can have it, or like you can want it, but you think you don't get it, but you know you're gonna get it. And it was like kind of like a zigzag thing, and then I would still get it, but at the same time I had to like at the same time think like you might not get it. And then like learning Abraham Hicks, if you studied any of that, or like The Secret or Law of Attraction, stuff like that, I realized if you want it, you can get it. You know, there's of course things in between. One part that I really liked about learning about the law of attraction is looking at things that you want, like manifesting a vision board, you know, just scrolling through pictures of dream cars or whatever. And at the time I asked myself, what's something that I want that is like the furthest thing from my current reality? The thing that I really wanted to do is travel, and travel for free. That was literally like impossible at that time. Like there was just no way. And I've never done that before and didn't know a way that I could do it. But I just knew that I was going to use this as like a goal or something that I wanted to achieve. And so from there, I remember being at a Starbucks, which is like one of my favorite places to go. And I was on my laptop and I was listening to Iggy Azalea, and I was like vibing out, and I was just like, yes, like I can have whatever I want. I was just like in that mode, and still probably could barely pay for the coffee, and but it didn't matter to me at that time. My head was somewhere else. Like my head was like, I'm about to travel for free. And I was looking for a job because, like I said, I didn't have a job. And I found an opening at Amazon. I started in their packing department. Yeah, it was pretty fun at the time. It was super simple and easy. And I was just like, okay, pack boxes and try to go as fast as you can. And so, yeah, I started there. And then I quickly moved to their problem solve area, which is like their quality control. I heard about like an opportunity to be on their away team, and that meant I got to travel, and that was the ticket to achieving what I did want. And honestly, like there was hundreds and hundreds of people at this warehouse, and they only picked 4 people, and like the odds that they picked me were pretty insane. Yeah, I started traveling, and I travel for free, and it was like 3 weeks at a time. And I think the first one may have been Austin. Yeah, I think so. And not only did I get to travel for free, they gave us like super nice hotel rooms. They gave us money for food. They gave us a rental car. And I was just like, I think like what, 24? I was like 24 and got to that place from being excited at 50 cents on the ground to being in a really nice like apartment hotel room with a really nice red Jetta as my car, and with like $800 just for food for 3 weeks. That happened like really quick, like really shockingly quick. And then not only that, like I kept traveling like with Amazon after that, and I went to a few more places. And I remember this lasted for a while, and as I kept going in it, I realized that I didn't want to continue working there. What I knew, I felt like I had a bigger purpose, like something bigger that I was supposed to do. I didn't feel like that's like something that I should invest a lot of my time in, even though I was very appreciative of the opportunities that I had to travel, and I had a lot of fun. I really did whatever I wanted. Like I remember I think one of the last trips that I took working for them, and I went to Los Angeles, and I went hiking, and I was sitting there, and I realized for sure that's when I made the decision that I wasn't going to work there anymore, and that there was so much more to life than what I was currently doing. And one of the biggest things was I still wanted to travel, but I wanted to travel like on my own terms, and I wanted to bring the people with me that meant the most to me. And I remember being at that mountaintop, and it was just like me and all the people that had helped me get to that, whether it was a friend or family member taking me to the airport, whether it was my mom who, would send me coffee money in the morning, whether it was, Chris for teaching me the law of attraction, and, none of those people were there with me to celebrate that. It was like I was cheating or something, or I was like I wanted to bring those people with me to celebrate, to enjoy it, to be like, look, we did this together. It didn't feel good if I was just at the top, like by myself. And so I realized, like, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna recreate this again in my life, but I'm gonna be able to bring the people that I want with me, and it's gonna be on my own terms. Leaving that job started the 7-year cleanup, the major 7-year cleanup, and that was within myself. On top of what I had already started, because when I met Chris, he definitely gave me some recommendations to things that he saw within me that were things that I could definitely clean up, and emotionally and within my relationships. And I definitely worked on those and took his feedback and input into consideration and really did work on that stuff. And this one was gonna be like a continuation of that, like going even deeper. Like I had only kind of just like worked on this stuff, and I was about to go like way deep within myself. During COVID, let's talk about COVID. During COVID, I had to do like that last stretch of like, do you love yourself enough to live a better life? And what does that mean that you have to say goodbye to? Yeah, it was like the ending part of the 7 year site, like this 7-year cleanup. It was like the last little, like the last sweeping into the dustpan. You know what I mean? The last thing like that. And now that brings us to this point where I am finally ready to do my YouTube channel. I have said, okay, goodbye. I make peace with all the distractions that would keep me from being here at this point, that would keep me from posting this video, that would keep me from making this video, that would keep me from being my true authentic self. And now I'm here. And we're gonna start out where we can, and I'm gonna do my best to just share whatever I think will inspire and add beauty to your day. Yeah, so tying it all together, I realized that what God was trying to show me was, remember what you said at the top. Like you're ready to create your YouTube channel because that is what is going to let you, like that's going to be the key to doing life on your terms. And because you're ready to do the YouTube channel, you know it can happen because of what happened in your 20s, because you knew you had nothing and then you went to traveling for free like that. So it was just, God just telling me, like, I have your back, you have nothing to fear. And definitely had some people who have really inspired me lately to just not give any attention to fear. And I'm realizing over the past few weeks what all of this meant and what point it has brought me to. And that's this current moment where I'm starting with my very first video, and I say welcome to this space of love and learning and inspiration and creativity. And that is my intention of what to bring and share with you all. And yeah, I want to send you lots of love tonight, and I'm excited. So peace and love. Have a great night. Bye.